And so I actually took a little kind of like career transition class or workshop to sort of figure out what to do. Um, I actually never wanted to start my own business. I feel like that's something I kind of have to tell people because I feel like everybody thinks that like I was just waiting for that moment to like start my own business and go rogue. And truthfully, I kind of feel like I ended up starting my own business because I didn't really see another way forward where I could be myself and um, care for myself and like love myself and be my creative, just who I am. One of the things that stands out to me too is like I really learned from taking a step back that I was spending so much energy trying to project this like strong and um, I don't know, just this like really strong, and I don't know what other word to use except very masculine person. I was recently listening to an old podcast from Brene Brown and Vivek Murthy about just, they were talking about like how much energy it takes, how like exhausting it is to like be someone you're not, and like that's how I felt. Not in a crazy way, like foundationally, I was still me, but I was just showing up and having to project so much energy to get things done and move in the way I wanted and to protect myself. And I, the me that you're meeting today is very different from the me that, when we first met. But I kind of realized and sort of this metaphor that came up when I was working with a coach of like, I'm like a soft yellow little baby bird, and I want to be able to be that way. And to honor that and to not feel scared. And I am a sensitive person. I am someone who values softness and being quiet. And yeah, the only way forward I felt like was kind of doing my own thing since one does need money to, survive. But doing my own thing involves a business venture. But I really, for a long time, and still kind of do shy away from the words like entrepreneur or entrepreneurship or wellnesspreneur is, I guess, the term that people are using now because I always had this idea that starting your own business is like hustle 24/7. And I'm like, if I wanted to hustle, I would have stayed in my corporate job. I wouldn't have started my own business. So this year, or kind of like end of last year when I sort of started, to plant the seeds for my business, has really been this self-exploration, part of it through the lens of my business of like, how do I be this quiet, gentle, soft person and like create a business according to my values. And that means, not going around and chasing people, not throwing my energy out there